Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it up for Bill. Mumbai, how are we doing tonight? Come on, let's keep it going. That is the energy I like. My name is Bill Connery. I am born and raised here in Mumbai. I am entirely kidding. I normally perform in Hindi, but tonight I want to practice my English. Is that okay with you all? I am from the United States of America. You could probably tell based on how I talk, like an idiot. I've been traveling now. I live in Ireland now. I've been here for business for the past week or so. I stand out in this country. I'm tall, I'm white, I'm sexy. I was on the ferry to the Elephant. Some people laughed at that, some didn't. That wasn't a joke. I was on the ferry to the Elephanta Cave yesterday, and this family from India approached me and said, "Can we take a photo with you?" It was very cute. We took a photo. I'll show you the photo right here so you know that it's true. People in the front can see that. Wow. And it was a nice little touching moment. And then they're walking away, and I hear the dad say, "I can't believe I just met Jim Carrey." I didn't have the heart to break it to him. But I've been here for a few days. I love Mumbai. There's a lot of traffic in this city. I left my hotel 3 days ago to come to this comedy gig. And I was still late. Question about the traffic laws. Are you required by law to honk your horn every 10 seconds? Or do people just do that automatically? But I grew up in Philadelphia, like I mentioned. I live in Ireland. I went to university with Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian of all time, the Olympic swimmer. If it weren't obvious already, he and I were the big men on campus. Let's just say that between the two of us, we slept with 36 women. Also between the two of us, we won 26 Olympic gold medals. If you're wondering how those numbers break down. Do you all think that your phone is listening to you and then it's feeding you relevant social media ads based on your conversations? How many people do? Most of the room. Most of my shows, most people agree. Last week, I'm talking to a friend on the phone, and I said, "I can't wait to eat a sandwich at Subway." Sandwich at Subway. Remember that. 5 minutes later, I go on Instagram. And what do I have an ad for? Diarrhea pills. How did it know? Ireland and India are very different countries, although one thing we have in common is our mutual hatred of the British. Any Brits in tonight? Good. The climate is very different in Ireland. We had a heat wave last summer. For 3 days in a row, it was 20 degrees. In India, you call that an Arctic vortex. One thing that we do have in common, though, is there's a lot of small villages in Ireland and in India. I have a friend, Colin, in Ireland, who's from a small village in the countryside. There's 500 people, one pub, one restaurant, and a church. I have a friend, Raj, who's from India and lives in Ireland, and he tells me about the small village he grew up in of 10.4 million people. There are more people on a city block in Mumbai than there are in all of Ireland. And that's only a slight exaggeration. Do you all know my friend Raj, by the way? He's from India. Raj Patel? I am just kidding. I might be American, but I'm not that dumb. There's probably 10 Raj Patels here tonight. Another big difference between Ireland and India is that Indian people like spice. Irish people cannot tolerate spice. See, I love spice though, so it's very difficult for me when I try to spice things up in the bedroom. I fail miserably. The food is also a lot spicier in India than in Ireland as well. But what's interesting is that Ireland has a lot of Indian restaurants. That small town my buddy Colin lives in, the one restaurant in his village is an Indian restaurant. You wouldn't expect that. They serve all the classic Indian dishes, like chicken tikka masala served over French fries, and sag paneer served in a burrito. You guys can't get that here, can you? But I have to go back to Ireland tomorrow, unfortunately. My trip is coming short. I've had a great time here in Mumbai, but I didn't get to visit all the cities I wanted to in India. I did not get to visit Bombay. And I was really hoping to see Bombay. I was told that if I like Mumbai, I'm going to like Bombay. I am kidding on that one too. You are like, wow, this American really does not know geography or history. But I'll tell you a quick story to end my set. My claim to fame is that I'm an extra in the opening scene of the film Contagion. Has anybody here seen the film Contagion? So if you haven't seen it, we have one person. My parents have seen it as well. So you're in good company. If you haven't seen Contagion, it's a film about a pandemic that takes the world by storm. And in 2011, when it was released, it was classified as a sci-fi thriller. Come 2020, they reclassified it as a documentary. So it shot at an airport outside Chicago where I was living. And I was originally in the background, and assistant director grabs me, brings me into the bar where they're doing the filming. 6 feet in front of me is Steven Soderbergh. 6 feet to my left is Gwyneth Paltrow, the actress. So we shoot 10 or 12 takes over about 90 minutes. I was so nervous to say anything, I just kept my mouth shut. We're wrapping up filming, and I decide I have to say something to Gwyneth Paltrow. I had just watched the film Seven. If you haven't seen Seven, in the final scene of the film, you've seen it, Gwyneth Paltrow's decapitated head is in a cardboard box. I just blurt out to her, hey Gwyneth, I'm glad to see your head is still connected to your shoulders. Kind of an awkward thing to say. Wasn't even trying to be funny or cute. That gets her attention. Then she slowly turns her head. She stares into my soul. She looks angry and then a little bit confused. And then she yells out, why is Jim Carrey here? Other than that, you guys have been great. I'm Bill Conner.